got George Creme in the building.
Lovely.
Creme de la creme. Talk to me, man. How you feeling today?
I'm fine, thank you, man. Thank you for having me down today, and thank you for actually watching the vlog and giving me back your feedback, man. I really appreciate it, to be honest.
No, man, you're welcome. I think for me, one of the biggest things with anyone is we always get to see the end result, get to see the highlights, get to see like those good moments. But it's kind of good to kind of see the steps that it takes to get there.
Yeah.
For you, what was it like? What's it been like these last 9 months?
It's been amazing. Obviously, a lot of people may not have understood the vlog too well, but before 9 months, obviously, I came out of prison January 25th. So I did 2.5 years behind the door. Yeah. And obviously the last 9 months have been amazing, just to be out, just to walk, go to the shop. Do you know what I mean? Be on your phone. Yeah. Like those kind of little things. You what's the word I'm looking for? You don't really appreciate freedom until it's taken away from you. So yeah, man, it's been good.
No, that's a big one, man. I mean, for those who don't know you, how would you describe yourself?
Entrepreneur, man. That's what I am. I'm the most positive person you could probably meet. I try to give positivity to a random person I met today, tomorrow, next week. It doesn't really matter. Everyone's got a story, and I feel like sometimes a little bit of positivity and encouragement can just push anybody to do what they need to do.
No, 100%, man. Like, I mean, I think that's the key thing with everyone. And of course, you run Creme Inc. You've got a partner as well who runs it with you. So, like, talk to us about Creme Inc. What's it all about?
Creme Inc. That's my clothing line. So as you can see here, that's my clothing line. I started it in 2006. It was actually called Creme de la Creme, obviously, just before I went to college. Yeah. It did well. I only started it because obviously back then we were getting EMA. I don't know if you remember. We were getting EMA from college.
Trust me, man. For those who don't know, that was the Tories, bruv. They got to sort it out anyway.
Trust me. But obviously we were getting, it was a way to encourage kids to continue with education, because back then you could have stopped after school. You didn't have to go to college. So EMA was a way to push people to continue education. And for me, I just felt like getting 20 or 30 pound a week to spend on an Adidas tracksuit that was probably 110. I said, that's like 4 weeks. I said, I'm not on spending, like, I'm not on it. I like it, but at the same time I thought, let me just make something for myself that would be much cheaper, and I know it's my brand. I actually like it, whether it's an official brand or not. I've put the words on the t-shirt or jumper. So that's how it started. Went to college with it, and then people just started to like it. Like, what is that? What is that? What is that? Words, creme. What is creme? And creme de la creme. And obviously creme de la creme means best of the best. Yeah. So I feel like I'm fly. I feel like I'm very confident in what I do. So just went from there. Years later on, did very well in uni, college uni. Went to America with it. Came back and I wanted to rebrand, because obviously the brand was a t-shirt brand, and I started to see a lot of other t-shirt brands, especially the ones that I used to make myself. For example, I used to make the Boy Better Know t-shirts, the Star in the Hood t-shirts. Who else? All of them t-shirts back in from Wiley, Tinchy Strider, or whatever. I used to make all their t-shirts, and I just thought I need to come away from this. Like, it's so easy to start a clothing line now, in the sense of you can go on Instagram, no disrespect to other brands, but everyone's got a clothing line. It's true. Everyone's got a clothing line. From when I started this at 16, I'm now 29. It's like 13 years, and I'm still trying to go strong. And I've started to develop in different ways. But yeah, so Creme de la Creme turned into Creme Inc. Yeah, that's what the brand is now.
No, that's best, man. So like, obviously you've kind of expanded it and like refocused it as well. What's the long-term vision for Creme Inc?
I'm gonna become an empire. Do you know what I mean? I didn't actually think that I would be able to branch out more with the name. Obviously people know me as Creme, but at the same time, some people know Creme and don't know who is associated with me. Now we have a casting agency, obviously Creme Inc casting at the same time. So hopefully start the umbrella, start putting other things in place, and just help other people. That's one of my main objectives, to be fair. Support and push everybody else's dreams, because I don't feel like we do that enough. Yeah.
And then you just mentioned there you started obviously Creme Inc casting. So like, how did that whole process of getting into that area begin?
Okay, so once I came out of prison, I have a friend who's a director, and he is doing very well at the moment. And he put me in play with other producers, I should say. Yeah. And I'd helped him with some things from prison anyway, so I've helped with like a little short film over the phone and put things in place and got a little bit of credit for it. So I thought, since I'm already here, let me try it. And I like it. It's something that I've always been interested in. I said I was gonna write a film about my life story, or the little time I did in prison and how the change came out, hence why I started the 9-month vlog to show the steps, so I don't forget as well as anybody else when I'm trying to reference. So yeah, he put me in play with that, and then I've linked up with the producers. I actually went to go be a runner.
Oh, sick.
I don't mind working. Listen, I'm a hard worker, so I don't mind. I went to be a runner with my business partner Charles, and then we went to be a runner and ended up just being casting directors because they needed help with certain things. And me, I'm not gonna say no. Do you understand? I said, yeah, I could do it. Like I winged it to the max. But where I followed the basics in everything you do, you just do something to the best of your ability and properly. It was fairly easy, and I'm a people's person. That's what helps. Like, I don't mind talking to people, and I feel like I can get along with people as well. So it just helps.
Trust me, that's one of the biggest skills a lot of people don't realize. They think that you got talent, but if people don't relate to you, people don't like you, there's only so far you can go.
Exactly.
So in terms of like with the casting, like what's the kind of projects that you've worked on within that?
Do you know what? In the last time I've done a lot of projects. I'm not even gonna lie. I've met some people on set, and they're thinking, oh bro, like I've been doing this for 10 years and only just got here now. And they're like, oh yeah, I started in February. They're like, February? Like literally 9 months. I said, yeah. So for me, the biggest project, the two biggest projects I've worked on is Faith. Yeah. That's a film directed by Ashley Chin. That should be out next year. So depending on when this comes out, so that's 2020. And Blue Story, which is coming out November 22nd.
And then the premiere yesterday.
The premiere yesterday. I wasn't invited to the premiere. We didn't need to. I'm not a main cast but I went to the cast and crew screening on Sunday. So I've seen the film. Amazing film.
Of what you could share, what would you say is like one of the highlights of that film for you? Actually, I don't know.
For me, I can say that. The fact that I'm in it. I'm in the film. So that's one of the highlights for me. You feel me? When you see me, it's like I got like a good couple seconds on the screen. You see me, you understand, on the big screen. And it's good to see, you understand? So yeah, for me, that's one of the highlights. But the film is telling a story that people are not gonna expect. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So.
And I think especially like right now, I mean, obviously, first of all, with Rapman and all the stuff he's doing, it's amazing with Shira's story, how he's able to just craft a narrative around music, but also make it so engaging. Like with everyone, you can't wait for the next one to start. And obviously with Blue Story, like he's just building like his own reputation, but most importantly, he's telling stories that are relevant right now.
Of course.
So I think for you, if you like, for a young person that's out there that would probably go and see the movie, what would you say to them before even going into the room?
Be open-minded. Like, because you can learn a lot from it. I don't want to go in there and be naive and think because they're seeing certain things that that's what we condone or that's what they can need to be doing. Like, there's so much more to the streets. Like, for me, one of my slogans is trying to bring the streets to the screen. Yeah. So obviously, trying to help whoever. It doesn't matter who you are. If you have an interest in acting or presenting, I'm gonna try and help you. So man, just be positive. Like, take the positives away from it. Look at the negatives and see how you can turn it into a positive.
I think that's a big thing, man. It's a big thing. So like, obviously, I've seen like you've worked with some artists as well. So like, who were some of the artists that you worked with recently?
In terms of hand-to-hand artists, I've worked with a few, but in terms of like on their music videos, like when I'm working on sets, I've done. The last one I did was Krypton Conan, DBE, and Ling Hustle.
Oh, sick.
For their song "Tell Me." I helped in that video set. I've worked, obviously, Tion Wayne. I've also done Heady One and RV, Match of the Day, Dizzy Rascal. Yeah. There's actually so many songs I forget, you know. It's mad. Stormzy, Mo Stacks. Yeah. Hardy Caprio, One Asen. There's just so many different like sets I've been on. So in terms of working with them hand on hand, I haven't worked with a lot of them yet, but working on sets, helping the crew. I've done a few, Stefan done. Yeah, I've done a few still.
And like for anyone trying to get into the industry in that sense, like on set, like, and because people when they see these artists, they try and, I don't know, you can either go like get starstruck and try and like show too much, or you got those who just kind of like don't know how to act. Like, what would you say is like the best way to conduct yourself in that environment?
Just be yourself. Yeah. Just be yourself. They're human. Like, these people are brutal. You cut them, they're gonna bleed the exact same way. Do you feel me? Actually, I have a story for you saying that. I was at the Nae Smalls and Tory Lanez video shoot, and I was working with a woman called Mama J. She has a kitchen called Mama J's Kitchen, so she does the catering for some of these sets, and that's how I would get on these sets sometimes if I haven't been invited, but I'll be working. So I would then go and network that way. I feel like a lot of people don't like to do the hard work or find a way to get on there, so I would help Mama J. So obviously Tory Lanez remembered Mama J from the year before. So, not that I was starstruck or anything like that, but I just see it as this guy's a normal person. People are moving mad, people are moving crazy, Tory Lanez, and they were moving the exact same way for Nae Smalls. So it was like the UK scene is very big right now. and one of the dancers ate his food.
No.
She actually stole the food, to be fair. It was hidden for him because
Yeah.
he requested wings. He likes the food or whatever. And we came into the room and we see her eating the food. Tory Lanez walked in behind me and Mama J, and we see the girl eating his food. We're thinking, are you mad?
That's mad, you know.
We were thinking, how dare you? But it wasn't about it being Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
It was the fact that you stole someone's food.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, but like I'm saying, she was like, oh, I didn't know it was yours kind of thing. But she kept it very cool at the same time. She wasn't starstruck or nothing like that. So she's probably been around celebrities a lot before.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's brave of her. I mean, fair play. You know? I mean, that's crazy. Obviously, like within that, like who would you say you'd like to work with, like going forward, like on like maybe like a closer one-to-one basis?
everybody, to be honest, bro, everybody. Doesn't matter where you're from, who you are. Like, I want to start working with people from China because I feel like when I did start my clothing line, the Chinese market appealed to me a lot more than people from home.
Yeah.
Like, I found it difficult to sell to my friends or people in our community.
Yeah.
But then people from China are just hitting me up, and then you know what they say, like the people that support you don't normally know you, and that's something that I'm trying to change because I feel like, how can you not support the people that you are around? It doesn't make sense. But then you might even like their things. Like sometimes you don't like what they're doing. It's not by force. Everyone's got their own opinion. But I feel like, okay, for me, for example, if somebody wanted to buy Creme, they'll try and go around it at first. Like, oh, let me get a t-shirt or let me get a jumper. Then I'll tell them the price. Okay, let me get the price you pay for it. I said, how does that work?
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. You can't go and ask Nike or give Nike 18p for the shoes that they're making, even though you know they're £110. You can't do that. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like we have to respect each other's businesses and stuff like that. So,
Man, that's crazy. I mean, I think like for you, you've been on like an amazing journey like these last few years. Like looking back from like 2 years ago and obviously to now, what's the biggest lesson you think you've learned?
Patience. Especially that prison thing. Obviously 2 years ago I was in prison.
Yeah.
And I felt like that had to happen because I was trying. I've been trying to do this for ages, bro.
Yeah.
For years. Like I said, I didn't think from making a t-shirt line or clothing line is going to end up to me now having a casting agency or even being a music manager or artist development or whatever. Patience. I wanted it all before. I felt like I deserved it. I worked very hard.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I rushed and put myself in a position where I had to go away for a while. But obviously, patience. When you realize that you want to put your cousin's phone number on your pin list in prison, and it takes nearly 2 weeks sometimes.
Jeez.
You really understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Like I said, you miss the freedom. You miss the importance of freedom. You can just pick up your cell phone, mobile phone, email, laptop, whatever, and just hit people straight away. So patience, and it's a blessing because you then know that, and you have faith in God's timing.
Yeah.
At the same time, because you know it wasn't supposed to be at this time. So now I'm seeing things happen. Everyone's like, "Oh, bro, 9 months, you've been sick." But I'm thinking, bro, I've been doing this for the past how many years?
Yeah.
But everything's just coming now. But I don't mind it.
And you know the thing is, like, especially with that, I think you appreciate things so much more when you go through a tough time as well.
Yeah, 100%. Don't get twisted. I would love to have everything without the struggle.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
of course. But with the struggle, it's a little bit sweeter. It's like, okay, I grinded for this, like tears, hard work, pain, heartbreak. Now a little bit of glory. There's still rocky roads with it.
Of course.
There's always gonna be rocky roads with it. Even if you make whatever you want to make, or if you hit what you want to hit, you're gonna be like, right, is that? I feel like I can do this next, and then that's gonna be a next challenge, and then things are gonna happen. You're gonna be disappointed or upset, but it will come. It's about strategy.
That's the main thing. So of course, you've obviously released a 9 months like highlight blog of what you've been up to. What have you got coming next for us?
I'm actually in the process of writing a short film. I was practicing in prison, I should say, trying to script write, and obviously for someone who didn't go to university to do that or learn how to do that, I find it difficult. But I'm around people that know what they're doing, so it's a little bit easier for me. I'm using that. I'm taking advantage of my situation and the people around me. But I'm trying to write a short film, eventually release my film, help with other projects, help with my artists. Do you know what I mean? Release music, more music. I'm just trying to entertain. Yeah. You feel me? That's it. I'm an entertainer, regardless if I'm actually behind the screen, in front of the screen, writing the book. Yeah. In the book, it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to help and share the light.
That's blessed, man. The last thing I want to say is I looked up obviously Creme Inc. and I found that back in the day you wrote this. You kind of spelled out the acronym for Creme. So culture recognized everywhere, made in England. And when I think about the scene and like where we're going, I kind of see like the culture is just going global.
Exactly.
For you, obviously your project and your company kind of encapsulates that idea. Hearing that statement again, what does that make you feel?
That's how we rebranded. So it's amazing. Like obviously, like I said, creme de la creme is what we started off as. Even people see me now, creme de la creme, yo creme. Like do you know what I mean? So the creme it became my name. Yeah. It was never my name. Creme was never my name. But yeah, I'm just culture recognized everywhere, made in England. Like when we rebranded, it just sounded perfect. It was like wow. Like we actually everywhere we go, we represent London. No matter if you're gangbanger, no matter if you do whatever, you could be a simple civilian. Once you go to New York, Miami, Japan, whatever, you say London, you're gonna say shout, you're gonna shout whatever.
That's it.
And where our city is, not even our city, where our country is, has got so many different nationalities and different kind of culture. We spread it everywhere we go.
100%.
Everywhere we go, like you can go to certain communities, you will hear people talking. Like, for example, Yardis or Africans, and they may not even be from that country. Like, that is culture. That is sharing. You'd be surprised what a little bit of love can do. Do you know what I mean? So
100%.
let's just spread it. So that's the aim. That's actually the aim. It's sick. And now you even said that, like the scene, the Americans are taking us in. We got English artists or English songwriters doing K-pop.
There you go.
Getting number ones and stuff like that. You're thinking, right, you're from down the road, like you're from Woolwich or you're from Hackney, and there's so many people that we don't even hear about that are doing very well, spreading the culture. Like you just don't have to be popping on GRM or Link Up TV to be doing well. So
that's the truth, man.
I just want everyone to continue to do what they're doing, to be honest. It's a good look.